Hey, Cronky, what's up?
Hey man, how's it going?
Are you good? And you?
All right, just waiting on
Getting
Fat
ready?
Cat to show up. Another day. How about you, man?
Could you trade your prop account?
Yeah, yeah. So we're
Oh,
thinking,
nice boy.
we
Did
we
you exercise this morning?
yeah. It wasn't anything
Nice.
crazy. Like I'm not doing cardio or anything like that, but just doing some like deep like stretches and shit like that. Try to get my heart rate up just a little bit.
Nice.
I can't remember how this grid shit works, even though I'm the one who told Fat Cat how to do it, which is kind of
We
embarrassing.
were listening to you, Fat Cat, but you are like a little bit too far.
Oh, there we go. I had to turn him up. I had him
This
muted.
account's just gonna sound like shit. He has to put a second account in the dojo.
Yeah, let me do that real quick. I completely forgot I had you muted. I didn't even know you joined. Alright, let's put this in here. Do that. Alright, and I think that's better. Okay. Alright, can you hear me, Cat?
Uh, say something again.
Test, test. Can you hear me? 1 2 1 2.
Again.
Test, test. 1 2 87 88.
Yeah. Hold on. One more time.
Test 1 89 89 25. Test
You're good.
88.
You good.
Alright. My project this morning was getting my chart books to look similar to yours. Of course, if I'm also fine with just using yours if you send them to me later, but
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to make sure we're on
Okay.
the same page. So I've got daily, 30-minute, 30-second, and 10-second. And I've got
Okay.
the reclaim indicator as well as the grid. Uh,
Uh, I haven't. I've been manually drawing reclaims. It's up to you.
okay. Yeah, I'd manually draw them on the 30-minute. I have the indicator on the 10-second and the 30-second.
I do need you to take the Colby Index A test.
Yeah, I can do that.
36 questions. Okay.
I can do that today. I can do that right now if you'd prefer.
We could do it. We can trade. We'll do it when I have a meeting or whatever around 11.
Sure.
Okay, so let's figure out. So I know on the 30 minute we're in a range still.
Mhm.
daily puked out of a bigger range. Four days of ranging at this point. Here's a liquidity zone on the .30-minute. Kind of the low of the session, roughly. 60s, just under. Just in that. So we know that means rejection, a reversal, which they're doing. A lot of liquidity at the midpoint of this range as well. 30-second. That guy who made these options flow levels told me fuck them up or some shit. I need to make them bigger. Well, fine. Jesus. I don't know about looking at these things like this, but whatever. Okay. 30-second. Obviously, with the open, we did go straight down. Now we're coming back up. There's a lot of liquidity at 600s. Ton.
I like that we're reclaiming the opening range here. And I like that we're not taking back reclaims to the downside right now. It looks like a pretty good upward move.
Now. Two trends. All that shit just shrunk. Really look like as they move this up, flat bottom. So they generated it. I'm not seeing much V flushing, basically. At all. They're just getting the market flat as they move. Try to short it, but just miss it.
So I really like a pullback here. I would almost be wanting to go long, but I have this impulse with these downward moves, so I don't want to get long on this downward move.
I want it because of the flat liquidity up top.
Okay.
Focus.
Yeah, these kind of moves have been playing with me the last couple weeks. It looks like a pullback, but it's actually the start of a new trend.
We don't know what they're going to do here.
Yeah. We rejected opening range. We never broke that opening range high. And we're also mid-pivoting on this this range that I drew. It might be setting up for a short here, but I just need more confirmation. Like, I want to see us blow that range below us. Like 87s.
Yes. I agree on the short. I already scalped it, though. I'm wary about these flat double, triple bottoms. They're holding them. They're not V-flushing them.
Mental trade at 90.75.
What, short?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd probably take it here for a quick scalp. If I was aggressive, I would take another short here at 89.75. But that one might be a little early. That's okay. Eat the drawdown.
Notice there's a triple bottom right at 87s or whatever.
Okay.
So it's very twitchy in here. If I was to do that, I'd be hesitant about it, but I would only write it to there.
Sure.
See, it's so twitchy now they're blowing it up. They had a hard time grinding it down.
Yeah. They defended that low, that opening range low. I don't like opening ranges, but I just like the fact that there was a range at open. I think it's a range worth looking at. Clearly, it's respecting it right now.
Sevens. Not gonna do it. There might be a shift.
Alright, that's new hive day.
There's a sentiment shift. We're at this major liquidity zone. They could still dump it.
Yeah, that looks like a fake out above liquidity.
Very possible, yes.
I like that we have some reclaim here. If we can retest zeros, I might look for a short. There it is. See if we can get some acceptance under. It's getting too twitchy. Yeah, I think that was a good idea, but it was just getting a little too twitchy up there for me. Yeah, it's struggling here. I'm going to try 98.75. Maybe 98.50. Yeah, I'm going to pull that because I think that was the move I was looking for right there. It's a good idea. So I'm going to change my my market read to in between. I think I am having some pretty good ideas today. And my temp check right now is calm, maybe content. I think we talked about this. I'm trying to be more honest with myself in terms of contentedness. And then patient. I do feel patient today. I listened to my hypnosis track. I feel good. I'm not trying to push anything today. Just taking my time.
Now it is very, very twitchy here.
Yeah, I want to see how they react.
They took all this reclaim back.
They found buyers here last time, but this might be just too much momentum. They might want to blow it through here.
We got to be careful because so we've had flat bottoms. If they push this, let's see if it's a bottom tick. They push it. Held that. I shorted it.
I like the retest of 85s here. I might try 84.75 for a short. For a second leg. I'll take it mentally for now. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's way too much drawdown on that. So I just gotta be cautious. I gotta be cautious about where I'm getting in. Especially when I got so much reclaim on my backside. Like, I almost have to wait for reclaim to be invalidated if it's on my backside. Because I just can't really afford to enter trades with all that reclaim there. Especially in high VIX like this, because it could take it back in a couple seconds. Like, that was, what was that? That was a 10-point move in fucking 10 seconds, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I just gotta be careful.
They V-flushed that liquidity bottom. They kind of have done it, so this is telling me they may range expand here. They may start to slip range here. So if it gets away from this middle section that it's on right now, almost like a butterfly, if they get away from it, they may pull it back in center. Be worth scalps.
If I can get a shimmy back to 93.50, I might try a short.
Be careful. I think they're gonna.
Right.
I think 93s is the center point.
Okay.
I think they're gonna. I think as they go away from it, they're gonna try to pull back into it.
Mhm.
See how far they put it down. Tried to get it long at 90.25, but I canceled. The problem is trading here is if you don't get in right away, you gotta cancel it. Let's see what they do. Things could be shifting drastically, though. Like something else could be happening.
Mhm.
Like, I think they might go back center, but they may not. All I can say is this area is very goofy.
Yeah. It's frustrating because if I'm looking for longs, I would want to get in like right here, like 86s.
Yeah, I mean, I say go for it if you're gonna go for it.
Just wait for the right side of the V. Yeah. I'll try 86.25, 86.50, filled.
Did you get out of it?
No, I'm still in it.
I think there's a shift.
See if I can get a smaller loss, maybe 85.75. No, I took a stop
So on that momentous pop, I would have took it out. Just do what you can.
Okay.
But I think something's shifting. You still trying to work out?
No, it got me. My stop was a little too tight there. 82.75.
How do you feel?
I don't feel as horrible as I have on previous stop outs. I think something's changing where I am content with taking these losses.
So as soon as you had got into that, it worked immediately.
Yeah,
The moment it came back, it just was not good.
sure.
Because even though I think they can mean revert it, I also think that there's a shift.
Mm-hmm.
That they just put in a flat bottom.
They held 89, so it's not like they want to reclaim this right now.
Now we have a shift. Something, all the little patterns and everything are being invalidated.
Yeah, it's not giving follow through like it was 5-10 minutes ago.
But you got to make sure you got a reclaim advantage.
Mm-hmm. I feel completely calm after taking that loss now, and I think that was, what, 3 minutes ago? I think that's just an interesting observation that those trade emotions aren't sticking as long as they usually do.
Confused on the price action. I don't know what they're doing.
I like the little liquidity area we have at 72s. Although I learned my lesson shorting with all that reclaim on my backside earlier in the session, so I don't think it's worth it right now.
They're leaving little liquidity zones on these micro ranges above us. The trend is down for now. Collapse on one lots.
Try an aggressive mental short at 78.50, but I don't think I'm gonna get filled. And I'd probably pull that because I think that was my move right there.
Wait, to be clear, we don't know what they're doing. So we know when they struggle grind, like they're doing now, they're struggle grinding it down. We've already seen them completely stop run all that shit earlier in the session. I wouldn't say, hey, go long, but
Yeah, I like that we're invalidating this pretty fat prior value area. However, there's that big reclaim from 70 to 65. I would like to see us at least invalidate some of that first. But at that point, it might be too strong of a downtrend. It depends how it gets there. I definitely feel more focused today. I feel like I'm digesting more information than I usually do. Like I'm actually paying attention.
just start from a struggle grind up. Price action starting to get a little more sideways.
Still compressing downward. I would like to see us make a higher high before I switch to long bias.
pretty fucking loose price action. In some ways, it's tight and shit, but if you're too tight on your risk, it can be very problematic.
Yeah. Alright, I really like that we just invalidated that bit of reclaim there. I just want to see us make
It's
a couple
tight
higher
grind down.
highs.
They may or may not blow this grind out. They've already done it before. They've been doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I have edge here. I'm going to bid 75 even on micros. I got a pretty wide risk on this. Filled. And I want to see us blow all this shit out. I do expect some drawdown. We have that reclaim down to 72s. Good. I like that we just invalidated that.
Nice. That flutter up was pretty good.
I would like to see 80s out of this. Not necessarily as a target, but that's just where I want to see us blow through.
Huge reload on 7750. They should have zipped it up higher.
Yeah, I mean, if it comes down again to 7350, I want it to hold. If it like starts bouncing down there, I think I'm gonna want to get out of it.
Yeah, I got in that trade with you, but I bailed it. It just or before you, it just. There's fuck. I guess I could have held it.
I want to see how it reacts to 80s here. Good. I still like this chop block up, and this needs to come back quick. This move here. I want it to flutter back up. Nice.
Are you still in it?
Yeah.
They should have went straight. They should have continued to go straight up, in my opinion. You're encountering a lot of resistance here.
Yeah, I think if it comes back again, I'm going to cut it. I want to see it go straight up.
Also need a bankroll.
Yeah, I want to see it go straight up. It's not, so I'm going to cut it there. 80.75.
What'd you lose on a mini or a micro the first trade?
Mini.
And that was a micro?
Yeah, so I recouped, I think I recouped the whole thing. Almost. So I lost 200 and then I made 150 off of that. Put my tags in. I'm feeling good after that. I feel a lot more content. I like that I'm down just a little bit right now. Makes me feel a lot better. And I do still think I'm feeling patient because I'm not wanting to fucking jump into trades. It's not what I'm trying to do today. I think I was clear on that trade that I just put, but now I'm going to switch to in between because I don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. At least not nearly with as much confidence as I had.
Holding liquidity. So far they've been flat. I still think we're kind of in a downtrend as they held a flat top.
Mm.
What they're doing is they're doing these like grinds where they're trying to grind it one direction and then they stop run it.
Yeah.
Like right here, let's see if they can struggle grind it low. They had success when they did it. See if it struggle grinds. Really tough for me to get into these things. See if they can push it back low. There.
Do a mental trade short 72.25. But I think that might be aggressive. I gotta be defensive on it. I'd probably pull it here for a 1-tick loss. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to hold through this. So I'm gonna trade my change my market read to confused for the time being. And I don't want to place any more trades until I get some clarity. I'm just gonna take a piss real quick and then come back with fresh eyes. I'll be back.
Okay, now they're popping the liquidity. Complete shift. See if they V-flush it.
Alright, I'm back.
They pop this liquidity on the top side.
getting it's getting wiry here. We take a mental trade 80.75 long, but I'd pull
Yeah,
that
I
because
believe in a long as well.
yeah.
They are flat topping, which
It's compressing here. I just don't like that reclaim below me if I got in here.
I'm going to not trade myself because my emotions are kind of getting to me. I feel like I need a different emotional tag, like no, it'd be calmness. That's what it is. Just kind of a little bit of a fight for me.
Mm.
Just like nervous for some reason trading. I hit my target earlier in the session and then gave most of it away, and then that's sort of influencing taking a impatient trade, but I will not try to overstay my welcome. I'll sit with you.
Mm.
I just know that if I'm going to trade, I would need to take a break or just I'm up 18.27, but also a different type of price action.
So I like that they mid-rolled here. I've got a little range drawn out, but it's just not quite taking back the reclaim fast enough. It's also getting wiry, like right there. It just dropped like 8 ticks in a second, which tells me it's not ready. Like if I'm trying to get long here, it's not.
Yeah, for whatever you're doing, you need to scalp it.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of tricky because, like, you gotta let it breathe a little bit as well. You're gonna need a really good read. And it's there. So it looks like they they kind of V-flushed this liquidity zone near where it went up at 84s.
Yeah. Yeah, and they invalidated the reclaim. So now that reclaim is no longer in play.
We're going more sideways here than we have.
Yeah, it looks like a battering ram to me. Like there's liquidity there, and they want to build momentum.
All these puts and offers that were down here disappeared.
Interesting. Okay. So I like that we have liquidity.
You got a flat bottom here, but we know they've been fucking blowing these things out. I don't know if they're gonna reclaim back up.
Yeah.
We may go sideways. I think there's a shift happening. Triple bottom roughly. There's still reclaim to the right below it.
Yeah, I might like a short here. I think that was my opportunity though. Like I would want 7250s if I had to enter short.
I have a bit of a conflicting view on that, but that looks like you have a better pulse on it than I do.
The problem is we can't, like you were saying, it's got to be a scalp. Like there's no way I could be holding right now. I'd have to take that. It's kind of
I
looking
believe
like
you
they're
should
faking
go back
out.
to a mini if you trade again.
Yeah, that's what I've got it set to right
Are
now.
you break even?
Close. I think I'm 50 down on the day.
Okay.
It's about 10% of my daily risk. So this could be a fake out. They faked out the highs earlier on that big spike up, but it's different. When they faked out the highs, it was a big, huge fucking spike, and then they reclaimed it. Now it kind of looks like they're chop walking into it, so I'm not as confident taking this as a fake out trade.
I don't hit it.
No.
Just get total clarity. Remember, see, they're struggle grinding low. They've been stop running those.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want that on my backside, especially with those huge fucking reclaims above me.
I'm gonna add that to the Obsidian.
Alright,
There, see, there it is. I
Fuck.
fucking told you. They
Good
were
call.
struggle grinding low, and they fucking blew it out. That's kind of what's. It's a new piece of price action.
struggling at the midpoint here, or at the range highs, rather.
I'm not reading. Right, hold on real quick. I need to. Are they?
Yeah, they're kind of struggling at 80s. Could be compression, but I don't want to get in on compression after we just made a huge move like that. Like something tells me.
Well, that's the thing. The struggle grinds are basically compression, and they're blowing them out.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't add anything.
If we didn't V-flush that liquidity at 70s, this would look like a good short for me. But I feel like because we invalidated that liquidity, something's changing again. Like something's changed to where now we might want to revisit higher. We might want to go back to the midpoint.
Well, we're currently in a slip range,
Yeah.
so we know we're in a range.
I think if we can invalidate that reclaim below us in kind of mid-roll, like 74s, I would be pretty fucking confident in going long. Like, I don't want a long here, even if I have micro range advantage at like 77, 75. There's just that fat fucking reclaim below me.
Yeah.
And they might want to fucking test that. Like ideally, I would want to see us shoot down to 74s and then shoot back up.
I notice their struggle. They're compressing a bit, basically.
Yeah, and they've been blowing out compression, which is what I want to see right here.
They're very valid range at this point. And there's a micro range here, but it's in a medium range. I think your idea could be pretty good. Make sure we don't go over target.
Yeah.
Feel it in the zone.
Still not ready yet. I want to see, invalidate that reclaim. And I am totally content if this goes without me. If it goes now, then it wasn't ready.
They went out the upper end. We know they've been V-flushing flat spots, and that was a V-flush. My guess is they're going to dump it. Really wanted that 7950, but my hands weren't even on the mouse. Feel good about that, holding that 7950 and then rushing it out this bottom end. There it is. Alright, I did get some of that. Now I'm fucking done. That was kind of one of the trades I should have waited for, like, ages ago, because it was just too clear. I was just too clear on that.
Alright, I think this is my trade. I'm going to try long 75 filled. Okay with this
Another
drawdown.
storm.
Yeah, might have been a little too early on that, but that's
You're
okay.
You're still in the medium range.
Yeah.
I think 75 was a bit of an early hit.
Yeah, they got me.
Sort of reevaluate that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just a little too impulsive on a bigger picture idea. It's okay though, I'm still content with that.
I think might be good to just kind of pause the trade video and maybe take a look at that, or
Sure.
I know hindsight's a bitch.
Yeah, I don't think I broke any rules here. Maybe my emotions made me jump the gun too early. I was patient with my entry. I just could have been more patient, especially with this loose price action. Like I got in on a midpoint of a slip range.
See, if I was, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. See, I would have wanted to get it. If you're gonna play this meaner version, the edge is the edge.
Yeah.
And obviously they would have invalidated it at 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I think kind of pre-planning an exact entry price, you're doing quite a bit. You're just sort of picking.
Yeah.
I think you gotta kind of let the price action tell you where you need to get in.
So
To the moment.
yeah, I'm rewatching it and I'm trying to imagine myself getting in at like 71s. And it still would have been a losing trade probably, but it would have been better statistical advantage. Yeah, and I think I would have felt a lot better about it if I had gotten in around there. I'm gonna watch it one more time.
How much risk do you have left?
Let's see. So it was. I think I've got about 200 left.
That's not much, huh?
It's not a lot, that's for sure.
Maybe we could drill a little bit.
Sure. Switch to sim.
See, I think your idea was sound, but the problem is on that little tight spot, instead of coming out the bottom of the flat area, they went out the top.
What do you mean? Can you clarify?
If you look at my screen, it was flat in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It was flat in the 80s, and then right here, and then they went out the top.
Sure.
I think if it was stayed flat and they went bottom side first, it would have been, but they went the other way.
Okay. So you think that kind of invalidated
Come
it?
back to the other stream. But also, like, they have been putting in flat tops, and they have been pushing low off flat tops, and they have been V flushing Only the top sides.
Mm-hmm.
You go back in the other stream. Let's go ahead and
Alright, so I'm loaded up on Sim. Got a flat area, 6475.
yeah, just they have almost put it in a measured move off this range. You could probably get short when it goes tight. But then again, this is compressed walking down,
Mm-hmm.
so I'd be wary of that. They may just sip it. Major liquidity zone below us. Major. Either way, we're in a downtrend, but it's very loose down.
Yeah. Try short 6225, maybe 62 even.
You in it?
No, no fill. I'll pull that.
They are power shoving a lot of these liquidity lows, but there it goes. Still kind of, you have too much tightness that they could blow it up
Yeah.
above us. The problem is you don't want to really trade that necessarily because
Short 6275 or 6225. Filled. Need some drawdown
I'm
there.
not sure about that. There's a flat top above us. I'd let them V-flush that flat top first.
Yeah. That's a good call. Take that for a break even.
So if they fail to V-flush, I mean, they could flat it. But if they fail to V-flush it and it keeps running up, something changed. It'd probably get in along and hold it.
Alright, I'll try 6250 filled.
Short?
Long.
Oh, they haven't done what I said yet.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'd probably...
Yeah, let me pull that. break even. So 2 break evens, 2 scratches.
It's too tight. It's too tight right here. It can blow out either end. If you want to gamble, this is your spot.
Yeah.
Would break. Okay, here.
Tried
That was a little bit of a top
63.75.
tick. I would go short here.
Yeah, filled 63.75.
You gotta tight up. You're good. Like I. Now I don't know beyond this. What the fuck, you know?
Yeah, it might be wise to pull it off here. If it can't break here, I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm going to take 62.25. So it's a 6 tick win, it looks like. Yeah, I think it was a good call to get out of it there.
It's not even fucking compression. It's like it really is. Another struggle grind right here down. Could be a long. But this big liquidity below me is a little. They did top tick that flat top. Go ahead and get short right here for me.
Okay. 59.50 touch no fill. 59.25 filled.
Go ahead and cut it.
Okay, out. 5 tick
And then I
loss.
want you to retry it again if it gets to 59s.
Okay. I'll try
Try
it
it.
again. Yeah, 59.25 filled.
Aggressive, but hold it for just a moment.
Yeah.
Flat top here, bit of a top tick. Let's let it see if it comes right back in. If it zips up, then very aggressive.
Yeah. Try to
See
cut
if
it
they
here.
Immediately dump it. Hold on, you might be good.
I took it off. 61.50.
Think you could have potentially held it, but that's invalidated now. Could be a V flush of the deal. Go short.
Okay. 64 filled.
You need to hold it through the liquidity zone of 59s. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. 55 fives or some shit, maybe. 55 evens. It's up to you. I'll let you figure this out.
I want it to flutter back here quick. I think if it stutters, I'm going to take it. Good. Stuttering a little bit.
Well, we know historically they've been V-flushing those top areas, and you got into it perfectly.
Yeah.
And they have been pushing these flat bottoms. So it may go 55s. It depends if you want to bankroll what we did or if you want to push it and then be a fucking hero. I think you have a hero push.
I just took it off there, 56.50. I think that's like huge because I don't have a lot of drawdown on the sim account right now. So like if
Did
I go to
put
that,
you up?
yeah, I'm up 300 on sim. Because a lot of my trades on sim so far have been scratches. One small win, one small loss, one medium loss, and then a huge win. So that just completely erased all of my drawdown.
I think you could have potentially held it a little more.
Sure. just rejected that former liquidity area. But now it's defending 54s, so it's kind of a coin toss at this point. I think if they take back this reclaim all the way to 60s, there might be a change in character here. That would be like our first successful V-flush to the downside. But it doesn't look like it's going to. I think if we shoot past 60s, I will have a lot of edge here.
For what?
For a long trade, V-flush
I
low
very-
day.
Okay. It's not really a V-flush.
Sure. Yeah, it's taking too long. I think the idea is invalidated here.
It's too flat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still short biased here.
They're flat topping. No, there is no plug-in on the Obsidian flowchart. It's just in there. It's called Canvas or some shit.
I'm gonna try a short here, 56.50. Didn't get filled on it. I'm gonna pull that.
You can maybe re-engage it if it goes tight. Right about here.
I'm gonna try 54.50.
It's
I'll keep it there for a second. Filled. A little bit of drawdown. If it flutters back, that's good, but if it stalls, I'm gonna get out.
It's really loose.
Yeah, I got out there for 6-tick, or yeah, 6-tick loss.
I have this set default. So whatever I got. Strike is set to mid. I need to put
Alright, I might like a V-flush here, but I'm gonna be super
don't-
defensive. I'll try it, 60 filled.
What'd you say?
Short 60.
A bit of a V flush there on the flat top. I want you to hold it
Yeah.
past the bottom of the range, potentially. They're retagging you, so this seems a bit off.
Yeah, if they retake me again, I think I'm gonna pull it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it, break even.
See, it knows you did that. It might might still be there. So the idea, you just got shook out on the idea. The idea is still valid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Big time.
You may if you want. See.
Get a shimmy back here. I'll try it. 5650 or 5625. Filled.
Still a bit of reclaim above you. As long as it's in this micro range. Go. There you go. Now, if you want to be conservative, you take it on range bottom here. Or you push 50 even.
I'll take it off. Oh shit! Right here.
Right there. Go.
51 out.
Good. What are you at?
Plus 450.
We don't want to touch it. I mean, the thing could continue to go down, but you've already gotten two shorts. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the more you go after this thing, the worse it's gonna get.
Yeah, the bigger the blowout, because there's so much liquidity we could stop punt.
They continue to run the 30. There it goes. Continuing.
It's getting super tight here.
This isn't your. If you're not in this already, don't touch it.
Yeah.
want to see a changing characteristic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Take back these reclaims. Stop doing those flat tops. If anything, flat bottoms would be pretty cool to see. But I doubt it'll be that perfect. Rarely ever is.
I think you're losing track of a lot of these micro things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I tell you something and then you forget that I told you.
Yeah, it's hard for me to keep shit fresh, you know. I've never been very good at that. Something I want to work on.
Maybe we can make a playbook checklist or some shit with the journal.
Yeah, that would help big time.
So what we do is we take the checklist. 36s? Hold on. Markers. Let me look. Yeah, for sure. I mentioned something about it going to 30s. What we can do is we can checklist a bunch of shit and then create playbooks to kind of hack it. So, hey, are they taking liquidity? Yes, no. That would be kind of tough, though. It could be pretty extensive. See, this isn't surprising because they have been blowing out struggle grinds.
Yeah.
There's your big option level. No, it's when they like it's going one direction, but it's like moving up and down as it goes in that direction. Like they're struggling to push it. Like over here. Hold on. All that shit just disappeared on it. Yeah. That big ass bar disappeared. Well, we have a massive sentiment shift. I don't know if the Ukraine shit is hitting the wire as well. I don't know if we're hitting, 'cause this is really intense. I'm gonna have to do a meeting here in a minute.
Putin says we
Nope, there
agree
it
to
is.
stop
I fucking
fighting.
knew it.
Yeah.
Putin, we agree to stop fighting in Ukraine, but it would lead to long-standing peace. At 11:43. There you fucking go. Pay attention when the puts drop out. A news catalyst definitely fueled that. For sure. Cause I know they were talking about it. I know they were talking about that. Cause it's one thing, you know, to see a move or something like that, but the way the order flow is reacting, that was
There's a flat bottom there. We reclaimed it.
they may take this reclaim low back.
I just got a long at 52.75.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't expect it to go forever.
Yeah, I'll take it here. 56, 55.50. Yeah, got that. Quick scalp.
They may take this big ass reclaim back down.
Yeah, it would be fucking cool if we could invalidate it.
Bullish sentiment on news, retail long puts, close equals delta immediately hedged off. The futures bought. Alright, man, I need to do a meeting. I'll send you the Colby A if you could do it, and then we'll review.
Yeah, no worries. Well, I do have work in a little over an hour. I'll tag and everything and link my YouTube video, and then maybe tomorrow we could pour over it.
Okay.
So let me get started on that.
When are you going to be back from work?
Not till late tonight, like 10 p.m. my time.
Alright. See you guys.
See ya. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, take care, Crunky. Good job, brother.
Thanks, man. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Been a while. Looks like we both ended up back at square one. It's
Yeah,
it's sad being here, but I mean, we paid for the experience, you know.
yeah. And the thing you explained to me right now on your last message,
Mhm.
it's I experienced it
Yeah,
and I blew it.
yeah, yeah. We're both in the same fucking boat right now. Um,
Uh, yeah, I don't remember when, but it was like a combined, and yes, I was 2 tick away from passing it. I mean, it
yeah,
hits my target and then it go away.
yeah.
So I know what you're feeling right now,
It happens, man.
and
It's,
yeah, and with my last adventure on my phone and account. It's clear that you and me both have contentment problem,
yeah, big time, big time.
and yeah, that's my focus right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, and yeah, I mean, if you are a couple trade away from failing it, although you went really close to the targets, I mean,
yeah.
no matter what, we have to be content with that. And it's so brutal.
It is. It is, man. It's tough.
It's so fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
Well, on the bright side, um, and I'm not speaking for you, but I'm pretty sure that our P&L curves are steadily becoming more consistent. Now there's still fucking drawdown and there's big drawdowns and it
Yep.
sucks. But at least like with me, I've been gathering all of my evals in the same journal,
Yep.
and I can look at my P&L curve across all of those accounts, and
Yep.
it's not pretty. You know, it's not screenshot worthy, but it's getting more consistent. Like there's not these huge up and downs anymore, which
Yeah.
I think that's
I,
progress. You know.
I mean, I can tell you show you my how it went for me
Mm,
from from passing some combined and failing it still.
yeah,
But overall, yes, we are progressing. You can clearly see it.
yeah,
It's just like the the period of drawdowns are just sign that we still have problems.
yeah,
And the more the swings are getting less and less volatile, that means that uh, we are fixing more and more problems.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, like the volatility is all problems,
Mm,
and the more we fix them one by one, the less it's volatile, and you can have like this straight up P&L curve like Fat Cat does.
yeah.
That's fucking crazy. His P&L curves, to be honest.
His P&L curve's nuts, dude.
Yeah,
But
and it's a reflection of his trades. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, he have less and less problems, and he just can be consistent with that.
yeah, exactly. So
And like I'm a little bit jealous from you because like you can work with fat cats.
it's edge, dude. It's
Yeah,
huge
it's
edge.
fucking edge, man. Like he, he know exactly where you have been, so
Mm,
and he know exactly when you're starting to how do you say that? Yeah, you almost like shaking
yeah,
when you start shaking uh
yeah, exactly.
emotionally, and then you can just like cut right
Cut it. Yeah,
at the right moment.
cut
Yeah,
it. Exactly.
and
It's
that's fucking edge,
it
man.
is, man. It's
I mean, it's not even if it's not reflect on the PNL, you keep having like really good habits for futures.
yeah, yeah, and it's way better than where I was. Like even when I did have that crazy winning streak, 13 days in a row,
Yep.
my emotions weren't great. Like I
Okay.
was having periods of like high emotions and tilt and stuff like that. But in low VIX, I feel like I kind of mastered that price action, and I could afford to be sloppy. I can afford to have bad emotions. But in this HiVix environment, it's like if I'm not 100% dialed in, I'm gonna suffer. Like I'm gonna fuck up.
I
And
think
it's like
one
learning how to
one thing
trade
is
again.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And it's not about learning to trade, it's learning to trade with emotion get triggered all the time
Yeah,
because with all this volatility, you have like emotion all over the place.
yeah,
And yeah, that's fucking hard, man. We didn't see volatility since a while.
yeah,
And yeah, the any rips in one direction or another create emotions,
hmm
and we just like get bombarded to emotion trigger.
exactly. Yeah,
So yeah, that's why. And like I said, I think you can like you suffer done the same thing than me about anxiety performance. I
yeah,
think definitely. And one thing is really good, and you can focus on it. Is you have like 2 weeks of full coaching with Fat Cats,
hmm
and he's teaching you like really good stuff. So
yeah,
even if you don't pass it, I mean, you still have very good edge at the end. You
yeah.
learn a lot.
It's gonna
He
carry
creates,
forward.
yeah, definitely, and that's what I needed to do for
hmm
myself because like I am not coached by Fat Cats,
Yeah, exactly.
and I can't be I can't be just waiting to. Uh, I mean, if one day I get into the prop team, I can't just wait to
hmm
be on the prop team to fix that. I want to fix that by myself. And I listened to your last live from yesterday, I think. Not yesterday.
Yeah,
When it was. You had like an update session with Fat Cats too.
yeah,
I don't remember when it was, but um, like I think at some point he said that you need to do it. You need to do it yourself,
yeah, yeah,
and that's kind of clicked for me. That I can't just wait to be a part of a prop team. I need to do it for myself first,
hmm
and yeah, that's I can't like you have like tremendous amount of edge with trading with Fat Cats, and you can
yeah,
focus on it instead of just wanting to pass the
exactly.
combine. I mean, who cares about passing the combine? Because like, see, I pass the combine, I still fail if I don't have
hmm
my emotion check.
Yeah,
So what? Who cares?
that's true. Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to think
Uh,
about it.
Like you had like maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, you had 2 weeks with Fat Cats, and
Mm.
I had like 1 week of drawdown, fucking it up myself, and now I can learn what's like how important it is to trade like this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So you're not paying much, to be
No,
honest.
no, exactly. And
And yeah, I think you
build.
yeah, it's really hard, but you need to be okay with that.
Mm.
And I can say it by experience because I need to be okay with failing my funded account.
Yeah, yeah,
And at the same time, I need to learn from it. And you are learning a lot from what you experience right now.
yeah, exactly. And it's gonna take time. Like Rome wasn't built in a day, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, you're putting the work, so I think it's gonna be very fine.
yeah,
I missed all session, man.
I know. Me too, dude.
But
It's been too
you're
long.
in better hand. You're in better hand.
What I might do is I might see if Fat Cat wants to put you in the private voice. Um, not as a prop
I mean,
trader, but just as an observer, because we do join that room and like we're all sitting in there. Um, it's quiet. We're not talking, so we still wouldn't be talking back and forth. But I think it'd be nice for you to hear. Um,
I still I already can hear all of that because like you stream your session,
that's true. You're in the YouTube. That makes sense.
so I can already listen to that. That's why I know that you did this session.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I experienced it yesterday because like I know I need to dive into self-hypnosis. So knowing that you had an excellent session with Fat Cats, I went a little bit curious about that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if you read uh, my message from today, like early in this morning.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, you can, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's- Okay, interesting. Yeah, yeah. I think you really came to some good points there. Um, especially when like it should be in your native tongue.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Like that's why I spoke with Imtret. I don't know how to
yeah, yeah. I know
Imtret.
Trent.
He's French, but the more like that's it's a fucking coincidence that I was born in Vietnam and I came to France and
Really
I learned French. Yeah,
cool.
and he's actually Vietnamese.
No shit, really.
Yeah, and like he went to Luxembourg. It's like a
Mm,
small country uh,
I'm familiar.
next to the France,
Yep.
next to France, and he's speaking French because like I think maybe he work in French. I don't know. And he was like, it's so fucking important. Like my hypnosis is in Vietnamese, and
Wow.
even if I don't, I'm very fluent with French, and he is. You can you can just tell a small accent, but that's it.
Mm,
And he was like, I need to be in Vietnamese because like my subconscious speak
yeah.
in Vietnamese.
Yep. Yep. Wow. I never thought of that. That is so interesting, dude.
But for you, it's not very important because like you speak English. I think your subconscious is English,
Yep. Yep. And
and
it's so easy, dude. It's so fucking easy. And
yeah.
I think
So
that's something where I don't think Fat Cat has ever traded with someone like me before where um I feel like Slim Trady and Greg
yeah,
and maybe Dream is the exception because Dream is really good at this sort of shit. I feel like I'm to put it in the simplest possible terms. I'm so stupid that his hypnosis works on me so easy, dude. It's like instant. It's so fast, and I feel like
I
I'm
mean that's a good thing.
yeah, exactly. And I feel like I'm the only trader he's ever worked with that really embraces it, and like I don't think it's weird or anything like that, and it's very easy for me to embrace it. And and I listen to him, like he tells me to do something, and I fucking do it, you know. Um,
Yeah, but at the same time, like I know that it's have tremendous amount of edge,
yeah,
but even knowing that, my mind is still having some resistance to it, and I didn't
yeah,
know where it's come from. And I think it's part of our personality almost because like
hmm
you seems like a really chill guy,
sure, yeah, yeah, big time. I would agree with that.
and that's why chills mean relax. So you
Mm,
are more inclined to be relaxed on a day-to-day basis.
yeah, one might say too relaxed.
And that's a good fucking good thing, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's the opposite for me. Like I'm so nervous. I'm so like
Mm,
I'm always thinking so damn hard. Like I have like 1 hours before I can sleep every night.
sure.
Before is like my girlfriend, she just went in bed and instantly snoring.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way.
So that's so impressive. Like I was so impressed by that, and I think that's why like you don't have any resistance to it. But I need to find a way to why I'm having resistance.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
speaking with Amtret is like eye-opening because like he's like me basically.
exactly.
So he could help me to manage to tell me how he does that.
Mm,
And like seeing a people like you doing it, it's very convincing.
it helps. It helps.